What is going on, guys? I am at Knoebels today, my favorite park in Pennsylvania, for visit number 11 and for Ace Flies with the Phoenix Day, and I am ready for a good day here. And okay, so I just had 3 rides on Stratosphere for the Water Cup Challenge, and I'd rate them all an 8 out of 10. They were very good. The Water Cup Challenge, I feel, was even more successful for me than last year. And okay, so I just rode Black Diamond and Haunted Mansion, and I'd rate them both an 8 out of 10. They were both very good. And okay, so I just got 2 more rides on Black Diamond for ERT, and I'd rate them both an 8 out of 10. They were very good rides on Black Diamond. It is such an underrated indoor coaster. I would highly recommend it. Okay, so I just rode Flying Turns, and I'd rate it an 8 out of 10. It was really good. And okay, so I just rode Grand Carousel, and I'd rate it a 9 out of 10. I caught the freaking brass ring once again. I love when this happens to me, especially on 2 visits back to back. It just happened to me when I came here on Wednesday. And okay, so I just rode Twister, and I'd rate it a 9 out of 10. Shout out Julia and Maggie. Today is my first time seeing Maggie in a very long time, since that spontaneous visit I had in early June. Go check out that content if you haven't. And shout out Julia. It's always good seeing her at Twister. And and I also think that with 2 train operations, the park especially pumped out those trains really quick, and the fact that Knoebels is able to pump those trains out really quickly. Fandango's open! Holy crap! So sorry, Eddie. Sorry about that, guys. Anyways, sorry, I just had them excited. And so, anyways, it's what was I saying? So, anyways, I was able to get on quick because Knoebels is pumping those trains out, and they're running 2 trains. So, shout out, props goes to the Twister team for that. And the park is crowded too for a weekend, because it's a weekend, but when it is packed, Knoebels handles it very, very well. And so I just got a ride back on Fandango. It's finally open, and I'd rate it a 9 out of 10. It was so good to get back on Fandango for the first time this year. I missed Fandango so much when it was down all throughout this season, and now I finally got a ride back on it. Okay, so I just rode Impulse, and I'd rate it an 8 out of 10. The ride-up was able to escort me to the front of the line, to the station, which saved me a lot of time. And okay, so I just rode Scenic Skyway, and I'd rate it a 9 out of 10. You get some really good views from the top of it. And okay, so I just rode Italian Trapeze and Satellite, and I'd rate both rides an 8 out of 10. They were very good. And so I just rode Paratrooper and Teacups, and I'd rate them both an 8 out of 10. They were both very good rides on them. And okay, so I just rode Phoenix and had a re-ride on Fandango. Shout out Lily, and I'd rate it, and I'd rate both an 8 out of 10. They were very good. Okay, so I just rode Rocco Plane, and I'd rate it an 8 out of 10. It was really good. Okay, so I just got a 3rd ride in on Fandango, and I'd rate it a 9 out of 10. And it has been so good getting back on Fandango again today. I've missed it so much while it was down all of this season, and so it feels so freaking good to get back on it. Okay, so I just rode Downdraft, and I'd rate it an 8 out of 10. It was really good. Okay, so I just rode Twister, and I'd rate it an 8 out of 10. Shout out Lucas, Julia, and Maggie. A ride-off named Lucas said hi to me today, so shout out goes to him. And also shout out goes to Julia and Maggie at Twister as well. And okay, so I just rode Flyer, and I'd rate it an 8 out of 10. It was a good ride on Flyer. And okay, so I just rode Twister and Stratosphere, and I'd rate both rides an 8 out of 10. Stratosphere is a great sunset night ride, and Twister, I grade an 8 out of 10. Shout out Jacob. He really hyped us up because we're doing the iTod on Twister, and he really hyped us up. And shout out goes to all the other ride-offs at Twister as well, of course. And okay, so I just had 3 more night rides on Fandango, and I'd rate them all a perfect 10 out of 10. They were very good and funny night rides, and yeah. Okay, so I just had, I think, 12 more rides on Phoenix for ERT, and I'd rate it a perfect 10 out of 10. All those rides were absolutely amazing. Like, oh my God, Phoenix was hauling tonight, and Knoebels did a good job with pumping out those trains, just like how I said at Twister, how they did a good job at pumping out trains, especially today, because they were running 2 trains, and that's how it always should be. And yeah. So this was an amazing day at Knoebels for visit number 11 and Ace Flies with the Phoenix. Oh man, where do I even begin? I really did a lot today, and today was such an eventful day at Knoebels, and like I said, I cannot wait to be back here many times in the future. And yeah, so with that being said, that concludes this vlog from visit number 11 at my favorite Pennsylvania amusement park, and for this vlog from Ace Flies with the Phoenix. Make sure to reply to me your thoughts on this video, and make sure to stay tuned for more coming soon here to Coaster Plus Music 19, especially from my favorite amusement park in Pennsylvania, Knoebels Amusement Resort. And make sure to go check out my merch store on YouTube Shopping. There should be several products tagged all throughout, like at least my recent videos, if not all my videos. And so make sure to subscribe if you are new, and turn on post notifications so you will not miss when I upload a new video. And another thing too is I now do memberships. And that just started over a week ago. And so how it works is basically there is a yellow level, which is only $2.99 and contains like perks like members only shorts and early access to new videos, as well as, of course, royalty free badges and emojis. And the green level is $5.99 and gives you all of the benefits I just mentioned for the yellow level, plus a member shout out. So if you want a membership, what are you waiting for? Become a member of Coaster Plus Music 19 today. And with all that being said, I will see you in the next.